I broke it. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Boku No Afro, but you guys can call me Afro. Today, I'll be discussing how I made this nifty tool over here, my Zabimaru, and I'll show you guys a step-by-step guide on how to do it. Trust me, I did not make this video out of my head. I was not the original poster. The original poster of Zabimaru tutorial, we got it from CraftyTransformerCardboardDIY, and I'm gonna link the channel, the whole channel, and the video I got this from and the description box. So please not credit me for doing this because I'm not that smart. But yeah, I did make quite a bit of mistakes while doing this. That's why I want to share my experience of it. I think the most part has to be recording. Honestly, I went into this overconfident. I was overconfident and also slightly underconfident, if that makes sense. I thought this was gonna take me on average a solid 2 days. What? This took me, I broke it. This took me it took me 2 weeks to finish. And especially because I had other things to do, yes. But I had to stop and make sure. I'm getting distracted. I had to stop and make sure that I got certain parts right. And as you guys will see further down the video, there were certain moments I'm just quite a lot, quite a lot. Cause when you look at the template it's written in Japanese. So already I had a language barrier, but everyone can follow pictures and I'm not that slow. So I followed the pictures, and when I started putting the things together, there was certain parts missing and I couldn't understand why. I understood because there was a language difference. I understand that. But yeah, still I wasn't quite happy that that happened, you know? But yeah, it came out well. I am happy with what I did. Even though I had to replace this part essentially because no, I have to stop opening this box now. No, because I really messed up my thing. I need to super glue it. Like I was saying, for example, the thing in the middle that's holding this thing together, that's allowing Zabimaru to not fail around, move around. It's this metal right here. And I used a coat hanger to do this because the original video wanted you to use a stick, and I couldn't go to builders or any hardware shop here because one, in truth, I'm very poor. Two, I don't feel like walking. Three, I'm not gonna spend money on dumb things. I refuse. So yeah, I basically use a coat hanger, and then it's way better. I couldn't straighten it out because I didn't have a thong to help straighten the wire. But after a little bit of elbow grease and a lot of I was able to make it straight-ish. Yeah. So that's that for my intro. Let's watch the rest of the videos. I think let's watch the rest of the video. For now, I'm gonna just show you guys what my tools look like, and we'll take it from there. Bye. Okay, so these are all the things I need. Firstly, I have the printout here. I will definitely put the link to where I got the YouTube thing from, because obviously this is not my idea. I'm not smart enough to do this. But yeah, I'm gonna follow this. Hopefully it works out. I have my box in front of me and an extra box behind me on my bed. So hopefully I'm covered in that department. I have this light and that light because I'm blind and I really can't see sometimes. I have my water. I have my glue gun. I have my mouse so I can control my laptop. I am listening to music because I cannot work in silence. I will die. Quite literally. Hear my printouts. I have sticks. I have super glue. I have cable ties, my X-Acto knife, this thing in my barbecue, so in case if I'm doing like cutting out from here, then it's not gonna mess up my desk. And yeah, good music. So that is that for my tool parts. I'll definitely I'll show the process of how to make the sword, but this part of the section, I'm trying not to record it because I have no clue what I'm doing. So yeah, be patient with me. I'll be back. So this is where I'm at now with the sword making. I need to have a stick that's 112 centimeters, 1,200 millimeters. And although I have this stick, the width of it is thick, right? So I was just you know what? So my dad just use this one. So I'm gonna glue all of these sticks together to make a 120 something meter. And then this one, I'm gonna cut it in half if I can, or break it in half. Who cares at this point? Hey, if I hurt myself, hurt myself. And then I'm gonna try to make it work. In terms of this part of my sword, apparently I'm missing one more layer because this thing with barbecue, it wrote 2x. So in my head, I'm oh, 1 times 2 is 2. Apparently it's 1 plus 2 is 3. So I'm very upset about that because logic doesn't make any sense. But I guess my logic doesn't go with other people's logic. So whatever, that's fine. I'm not mad. I'm upset, but not mad. So I'm going to do this for now and take it from there. Cool. All right, let's get this first part out the way. So the dream part was actually pretty easy. The hardest part of the whole entire video, of the whole entire process, to be quite honest, was the cutting out part of the boxes. Boxes hurt, okay? And I was being very silly. Instead of me using a scissor, I was using my X-Acto knife because I couldn't find my scissor for a solid 2 days. So in between all of that, my hands were in a lot of pain. So I had to stop for a couple of days and go back. As you guys can see here, I kept going back to the original video to reference what I'm doing because I kept forgetting what's happening. It's little to do with the instructions. The instructions are clear. My only issue is I'm just extremely forgetful. So I kept having to go back and double checking hey, am I doing this on properly? Hey, am I making sure that the thing is facing the right way? Hey, am I doing this and that correctly? So that became a bit bothersome, but you know what? It's how I function and I think I'm okay with that. Regarding the glue, I used quite a bit. I did that because I am paranoid and for no other reason, just me being paranoid. But if you at home had to do the exact same thing, you can use as little glue as possible and your box will still stick, right? You can try it, then let me know if I'm right or wrong. That's on you. I'm just letting you know that you don't have to go as hard as I did because I think I went through 18, not 18, I went 10 glue sticks, which is quite a lot. But yeah, it helped me get my point across. Yeah. Okay, listen, Oaks, when you're sending down things, you're not Chuck Norris, ne? So if you send things while wearing a mask, that box is gonna be in your lungs and it's gonna show you flames. So don't do that. Don't be me. Be better. Anyways, so this part of the process is actually quite easy. Also really enjoyable. I enjoy being able to see my work finally coming together after a solid week of cutting and
gluing and having to go buy like glue sticks and stuff like that. Yeah, but obviously with every uphill there's always a downhill, and with me it was just me not my inability to follow instructions properly. Because what happens after this, there's gonna be a part where I accidentally like put holes into my sword thing in my barbecue before actually seeing if the thing aligns. You see, like in this section, I'm supposed to put like this, let's call them bolts. I'm supposed to see if the bolt aligns with the next one, but I didn't do that. So I put like a hole beforehand. So now I have like two holes, and it made my thing so ugly. For me, it looked a bit ugly, a bit messy, and I didn't quite like it. Another thing is the bolts I made were quite big. So when I got to the next step, I couldn't close my sword properly. So if you do it at home next time, please try to like make sure that everything aligns, like that the sizes make sense, okay? Before you move on to the next step, because if you don't, then you're gonna end up having like a sword that doesn't look as nice. Like, yes, it looks good, but not as good as it could have been because I neglected to look at the next step properly.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Yo, so I have to like redo these things because these ones are too big. So I'm hoping that the second ones are the appropriate size so I can like close my sword well. Let me just show you. If I do this, okay, so these things were here to stop my sword from like flailing around, right? But I am not at the part where I need to close it, and I have to close it using this, okay? I need this to be flat, so that means that the stump has to be smaller. So I managed to cut this. I managed to cut this size. The initial size used to be way taller, way bigger. Yeah, it was just a bit too long, you see. So now I'm hoping that I'm just gonna take this a little bit better, and it's gonna fix a lot better. And then once I'm done with all of this, I'm gonna close it up, and then I am going to paint my sword, cosplay tomorrow, post my video following week, and yeah, work on my next cosplay, which is great.
A few moments later.
So after noticing my mistake, I made new bolts, and I removed the old ones by using the hot end of my glue gun by melting off the glue that I put there, and then I glued in the new parts, which was amazing. They fitted in well, which was great. I just want to make you guys like focus on the rod of my sword. So the original video wanted me to use like 120 centimeters or 1,200 millimeters, and I couldn't find that. Like I just didn't find it at all. So again, I exchanged that with like with a hanger. Yeah, so I extended it and then I put it in. For me personally, this was like a better fit because regardless of how much I break my sword, which I did, my sword has never like completely broke because of that. I would try to stick if I was you. This was just me using what I had in front of me instead of like crying on what I didn't have, which was just like gonna slow me down. So I didn't need any of that at the time. But if you want to use a stick, by all means, I beg of you, please to use a stick. Following instructions is way better than doing your own things. But sometimes if life hands you oranges, my brother, just make oranges. Let's just make orange juice. It's fine. Okay, it's fine. This is perfectly fine. Okay, so yeah, this was just me like gluing up the rest of the outer part of my sword. This part was honestly quite easy, except the part where I made a mistake by like making holes beforehand. But like I said, you guys are gonna do better than me. Don't be me, be better. Yeah, not that bad, honestly. Just I'm using too much glue. I'll admit that I'm using too much glue, but that's fine. It's okay. I'm planning to do like a kid cosplay one day. It's gonna require a lot of boxes, but I'm excited. Like, it looks so fun to do. Okay. Oh, also another thing, when you put it like gluing this thing, just test out if your store still opens, just in case you accidentally glued something. Okay. And I hope you guys noticed like the last part. The last part I put like extra boxes to make sure like C6 is like more raised up so that so everything evens out. Basically, the sword looks even. And then I put on gloves to use my glue thingy because I got like super glue my fingers the day before and I was a struggle. So I became cautious and I got these bad boys on. Okay. And then now I am putting on like the last bit of the sword. This part, it was quite easy. I just only needed like one. Well, you guys can follow the instructions. Just follow the instructions. Follow the instructions. You guys need to watch this video. But like, I just only need like one part. So I just like glued them together and I put them at the top. And it's quite easy, actually. I had like a lot of fun doing this. You guys might not hear it, but like I was like giggling like a schoolgirl. I was like, oh my god, I finally did it! Like, yay! I got to make Zabimaru. Woohoo! This is so great, so exciting. Oh, another thing, if you guys can, please make sure you have like the same color box when you're making this, okay? Because you're gonna see towards the end of like this video that the box I use for like the hilt of my sword, it's blue. It's blue, yo. And I had no paint. I tried painting it, but like it was fighting my paint and I had no time for any of that. So I was like, you know what? It's fine. I am okay. I can live with this. And so I did. But you, dear person, you can like change that. Make sure that your box is like brown so you can like paint. Oh, white. Like white, I think white is easy to paint. Whatever. But like not like a color like blue. You don't need any of that. Okay, you don't. Okay, cool. So now it's towards the end of me gluing this thing and I am cheering like a happy person at the back because it opens. Look, it opens. Woohoo! Yay! I did that. Go me. I can't explain it, but part of me feels like I fulfilled like a childhood dream. And it makes me happy. Yeah. On to the painting part. Now, this part, right? If you have like money and you can buy like Ava foam or Eva foam, I'm not sure to pronounce it because I've never bought it in my life. You can like try to put like the foam over like the structure of the box, okay? And then you can like spray paint it. Like, to me, that looks way better than what I did. But because I don't have the money to buy the foam, I just end up doing this. I have like acrylic paint because I paint. So I just did this. And the masking tape, it's so important. It's like, if I could recommend you buying something, I recommend buying masking tape so that you can like be able to like paint without necessarily thinking about, oh no, I'm probably crossing the line, I'm going to the other side. Trust me, it helps. Okay. In terms of like mixing colors, I try to mix a color that's like more close to silver, but not silver, but like copper, not copper, but like, yeah, man, like a sword. So like it was like a darkish gray that looks more like metal. I think it's not like that. It looks better. I don't know. I think it looks good. For what I had, it looks good. The hardest part though was like the sides and in between the sword because a box is flat, right? But when on the inside of the box, like I can't speak even structure, like the structure, it's like it makes it difficult to paint on. And I could have like, I think I did try to close it up with a box to cover it, but like on the inside I couldn't do much about it. So even though I tried painting it, I couldn't paint at all. That's why I would suggest like if you can like get like a foam and use that. But overall, to be quite honest, I'm happy what I got. I'm happy how my sword looks like. I think it looks really good. Looks real good. And this, besties, is the result of my sword. This is how it looks like. I think it looks pretty good, pretty decent. That's the blue part I was talking about. Anyways, just let me know your thoughts. You guys can, yeah, this is how it looks like. I'm happy with what I had. Okay, see you for my next video. Bye.